We opened in the summer of 1992. Very small, much smaller space than we are now. Over the years, we've grown geographically. We took on some additional space, and we moved out and across the street in that direction too. And so we're no longer take it away. We're eat it here if you like. I think what I try to make sure everyone who works here understands is that we're feeding people, which I really call the care business. It's been extremely important for us to be able to connect with students while they are in this very parenthetical sort of time in their lives when they're students at the University of Virginia. We become a part of their culture. We had one of our very first customers who's still with the university, Nick Duke, I think he's in development, suggested in our first very slow month that we do a loyalty program. And so we did a come in and buy 10 sandwiches and receive a stamp each time, and then the 11th sandwich is free. But we sort of found that it was somewhat limited. We just couldn't grow beyond it. People were happy to get the discount if they knew about it, but I sort of felt like it had run its course. And so when we came in contact with Cardagin and saw the potential for us to have a loyalty program that was more contemporary, 21st century, had the ability to connect with young people in the way that they use information, meaning smartphones and the such, that this made a lot of sense.
The thing with marketing is that it's important to be able to identify who your most valuable customers are, and obviously that's who gives you the most revenue. And so from my perspective, Cardagin allows me to identify who's spending the most and therefore who's my most valuable customer. So before we were able to sort of quantify who is spending, you might have someone come in once a week who would spend a lot of money and at that one time, and you might think that perhaps that person was your most valuable customer. But then you might have someone who comes in and spends a little bit every day, and when you actually sit down and look at the numbers, it becomes clear that the second person is your more valuable customer. So it gets rid of the biases, the stereotypes, and it helps you really, identify who is going to give you the most lifetime value as a customer. So from a managerial perspective, Cardagin has really useful metrics. The system we were using before for loyalty was just punch cards, hard copy punch cards, and there's no two-way flow of information there. As a manager, you don't know really anything about which customers are using those cards or how they're using them. So now with Cardagin, I can see how many new customers I get every week, how frequently they're visiting. I get monthly totals. I can see how many transactions. And so I have a lot more information about who's coming here, when they're coming, and then I can use those trends to decide, what specials we want to do or what rewards we should have. It's been really great for Take It Away. We've seen a lot of new customers come in. We've seen a lot of repeat users. We've seen significant growth in the number of transactions on a weekly basis, and we've seen a significant number of new customers every week as a result of using the program. So I think it's definitely helping us grow, and we continue to encourage people to join the program.